Okay, watch the target.
Please don't move.
Hey guys, retired Lieutenant Todd Heaton here with Humilitas First. Typically, a right-handed shooter would look left, then look right, and look over their strong side shoulder. There was a time this was a square range practice that we did do in law enforcement. During my career in law enforcement, there were many times an arrest would turn violent, and as soon as the suspect was secured, well, we'd look to the most logical place where the next threat would be expected to emerge. Additional threats can and sometimes do emerge during and following a violent encounter. Folks who are raised without the handicap of viewing violence as a competition, they don't have a problem engaging in an unfair fight, with the fight being 2-on-1 or 12-on-1. Actual violence that cannot be avoided should not be viewed as a competition. So here's what you need to know. We all take combat snapshots as we move into an area. Look at this first photo. What are we looking for with the combat snapshot? Well, we're looking for people. People are going to be our potential problem. The only people we see here are the driver and the passenger on this motorcycle. That snapshot will get continuously updated until the violent event kicks off. What you see in here needs to be filed away for later. A couple simple tactics we used when we were on patrol was you can keep the windows cracked so you can hear outside noises, and also keep the music turned off. But even using those tactics, you're always going to be able to hear a lot better once you get outside of the car. What do you hear? Do you hear laughter or voices coming from inside the residence? Do you hear conversations coming from what sounds like around the right corner of this residence, or even in the backyard? Watch this young man walk over and sit down on the front porch. If you're involved in some kind of violent encounter with someone, you're going to want to remember this kind of thing. Where did I last see that young man that was with this guy? After the violent confrontation, your head should be snapping to that direction on seeing what, if anything, has changed with that young man. In my experience, once the violence started, the first potential problem will be family or friends that are present within line of sight. When the yelling, profanities, or gunshots kick off, then family or friends inside the home are going to empty out that front door. If I don't have anybody in line of sight, that's the first place I'm going to look, is the front door of the residence. Depending upon where you are, you may also have a problem with the neighbors. They may come to the perceived aid of the unjust criminal aggressor juxtaposed to you because they don't know you, especially when we're talking about two civilians involved in a violent encounter. The probability that you're going to have this kind of problem is going to go up as you get into residential areas and especially high crime dangerous areas.